Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features the top scoring pass offense in the NFL. The Giants are #1 in pass TDs, and they go up against a Cowboys defense that will try to keep them out of the end zone.
Thank you, Larry. Coming to you from just off the New Jersey Turnpike in East Rutherford, we are just about set for football on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. First down, it's gone. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4.
2 for 66.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Let's go. 12.
They'll run for the first time with Jeremy Langford. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Brought in over the middle by Grant. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give him a gain of 4. Able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Throwing again. Ryan. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Second down now after the pass completion. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Third and 2, Goff. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On the carry, it's Logan. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff working right. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
To throw on second down is gone. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Sheldon Richardson getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing on third. Goff. And Incomplete on the deep ball.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a big seam, and he might go all the way. The 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Now Parkey for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Goff on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 35. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off at the 28. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. So now two pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So the D-line's going to spread out. In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff. To the sideline and complete to Gronkowski. A good pick up there. 26 yards. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy. Fresh set of downs here.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Cut. Right 20. Three down.
Out of the gun. Gone. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here's Goff now on second down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, here's Goff. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ellis. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A gain of 4 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Going deep here for Watkins. This is caught inside the 15. A big play here for Dallas. 61 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory? Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Rob Gronkowski, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, here's Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A handoff, Jeremy Langford. Jeremy Langford. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Giants. Jeremy Langford with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Goff on first down. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. A shotgun snap for Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be knocked down sideways. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it third down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They are going for it. Goff. And got his man complete. And they got 29 yards there. And the Cowboys are going to get a first down.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. To throw is gone. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Sheldon Richardson, never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. 3rd and long. It's gone. Trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Third quarter starts with a run by Jeremy Langford. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right near the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, Ryan. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
12 yards to go on third down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's complete to Grant. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
This will be caught at about the 5. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we've got.
And the ball is knocked out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
All right, partner, the risk of piling on. Whenever Jared Goff fumbles the football, the first thing people are going to flash back on is leading up to the draft, the size of his hands. They're right on the borderline about what teams want in the size for a quarterback.
Well, you were knee-deep in all of that draft stuff when he was going through it. That was much talked about, you said.
It certainly was. I didn't think it was as big a deal as people made it out to be. To me, it's much more of a concentration thing, making sure that you're aware of it, take care of the ball a little bit better. I don't care what the size of your hands are. A lot of guys could use some work on covering the football, not letting the defense get to it.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Hey, let's go. 21.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Throwing on 3rd and long. Ryan. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Given 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Goff. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. Off play action. Here's Goff. Forced out to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Jordan. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
What the hell you want? Shift. 2 for 1. 2 for 1.
To throw on 2nd down is Goff. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Goff now looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this prime? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
2nd and 10. Goff again. Being chased out left. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On first down, it's gone. To the right and complete to Galladay. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Steps away to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Get some 9 yards and a first.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up. Under pressure, they got him again. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 3rd and 10. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
And New York set to take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Tenth carry now for Jeremy Langford. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And he's got room. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Now Goff on 1st down. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They go play action here on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Goes right side, complete to Gronk. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. From the red zone now, Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard, and they take possession.
Nice pick, nice pick.